the depths of imagination comes terror like no other. From experiments gone wrong, things crawling from atomic wastes, alien behemoths, prehistoric titans. Nowhere is safe when they strike without warning. Can nothing stop these forces of destruction? Science, weapons, love. You'll just have to see it to believe it. Scream, run, hide if you must. Nothing can survive the Monster Zone.
Do you like big things? I like big things. Do you like big monsters? That's my second favorite thing. Welcome to the Monster Zone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Monster Zone, the show where we discuss the classic and not so classic monster movies of yesterday and today. And who do I mean by we? Me. For one, I'm back. I was out. We had a family situation. I lost someone close to me who actually introduced me to a lot of monster stuff. So in a way, let's kind of consider this a dedication to my late uncle Lyle. Rest in peace, cool guy. Wouldn't be as into Godzilla and monsters as I am without him, but got that out of the way. But we also got a couple other people. I know Angela hasn't been here for a little bit. Hello Angela. How you doing?
I'm still sick, but
You can hear it. We got Dan. We got Parker. How you guys been doing?
Doing great. So happy to be back. Like, it's just like,
yeah,
I've missed
this. You said you missed it.
I've missed this.
I did too.
I'm excited.
But from what I've heard, I'm glad that I missed Colossal because you guys didn't seem too hot on that one.
More Dan than me.
No, he didn't.
More Dan.
Okay, I'll have to listen to the episode.
I have
Just
no-
listen to the episode.
we went and watched it in the theater, so I know his feelings on it.
Oh no, you've been like looking at it this whole time. We're gonna land on it eventually. I know it's gonna.
I know
happen.
it's sure as
We were
shit,
this
the
close
last
one
roll.
time. We were this close that one time. He's like, don't do it, don't. Oh, thank God. We almost
That's
landed on
great.
Colossal.
You knew it was a matter of
But
time.
of course,
Yeah. At least it's gone. It's done.
though, when Mikey's not here and we do a wheel spin, we have to land on the most Mikey movie on the wheel.
100%.
And what is that
Correct.
movie, Mikey?
That is Shinpei Hayashiya's War of the Ninja Monsters, JARON versus GOURA. And this came out actually, this is really recent. It's 2024, so it's not been on the shelves too long, so it's nice that we spun it now. It's one of our more recent movies, because we're usually watching that ancient black and white shit, or,
Yeah, it's
you
true.
know, the classics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can already tell. I already know a little bit about your feelings on this one. We'll discuss it more as we go along. Would you guys want a little bit of a history of this one? A little bit of info on the director and actors?
Absolutely.
Please. Absolutely, man.
All right, so has anybody seen any other Shinpei Hayashiya stuff?
Nope. This is
No,
my introduction.
not even Dan?
I probably have. I need to go. I know he
Okay.
did didn't he do that triple pack of films? Riga, did he do those?
He
Yes,
did, and those are all
I've
under the
seen-
SRS Cinema release under that too.
I've seen the first one. Was it Rago?
Rago.
I've seen that one, and I own the others. I haven't watched them yet. And of course, I know about his history with Gamera 4. So, but carry on.
Yeah. No, Parker was looking up some info while we were kind of waiting around, and I saw his eyes light up when he saw Gamera 4 there. But do you know anything about that production, Parker?
No, I don't. That's why I was very surprised that his name was like the guy who made this movie
Yeah.
was attached to a Gamera movie.
Well, that's the crazy thing. He's a bit of an anomaly. He's not really a big studio guy, as you can probably tell just from what you have seen. But Gamera 4 Truth, as he called it, is not an official Gamera film. It's actually a fan film. He loved the Kaneko Gamera trilogy like everybody else. We all love it. But he was very unhappy with the ending. And for those who don't know, it's a spoiler for an almost 30-year-old movie now. Gamera flies off and like goes into this huge cloud of Gauss that are attacking, and the movie just cuts because like we don't really need to know what happens next. Gamera's still fulfilling his goal, the guardian of the universe and all that shit, but you don't know if he lives, you don't know if he dies. And he did not like that. So Hayashiya actually contacted Kadokawa themselves, got permission to produce a fan film released Gamera 4 Truth, wherein we see that he actually did, and this is according to write-ups. I'll get to why that is in a second. Gamera did die, and they actually worked to pull another Gamera out of the Gamera graveyard from Gamera 3 and revived it, brought it to the surface, and it fights an albino Gauss. It's like a turbo Gauss, and that all sounds really cool, but you're never going to see it because it can't be shown publicly. It's only a behind closed doors kind of event type thing. It's similar to, I really hope we can eventually say we'll cover this, Godzilla versus the Wolfman, where it is a wholly unofficial thing, but it's semi-sanctioned, but it can't be shown in or like wide released in any way, shape, or form, which really sucks.
Yes.
But
wait, Godzilla versus the Wolfman can never be seen either?
No, it's well, what's the deal with that actually, Dan? Because I know Toho approved it initially, but they won't let him like screen it or release it, right?
I don't know. It's one of those things. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like they'll only do it under very closed and controlled situations. There will never be a home video release. It'll never be on streaming. It's just not going to happen.
So Japan doesn't really do what the US does, where it's like if a studio or a company wants to do, like, for instance, those Friday the 13th fan films, the like Never Walk Alone or whatever, like they're not official Friday the 13th movies, but they're able to put them on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And I doubt they can't make any money off of it because of copyright. But Japan's like, nope, can't do that. Nope, can't do that.
They very much are. Yeah, they're hard with the IP laws over there. They won't let you bootleg shit, pirate shit, upload clips of anything. It's weird too because they've got that whole like doujin culture where like they really encourage fan works, but when it comes to profiting off it or in any way showing it off outside of very specific circumstances, it's just not possible.
I feel like that's weird.
Fingers
though.
crossed.
Like,
you never know.
If you just post it on like YouTube, you know, they can, of course, like YouTube will flag it for copyright, but yeah, as long as you're not making any money off of it, then I don't see what the problem would be. Like, as long as the studio or company that made the fan film is just like, yeah, we don't care. We just want, this was like, you know, we're fans of this franchise and we wanted to show our love. And I mean, that's ultimately what fan films are, right? They're just appreciations for the franchises that they love. But yeah, you're not profiting off of it unless you're somehow able to get some weird copyright like thing where like you can make money off of it, but like portions of it have to go to the studio for copyright reasons. I don't know how all that works.
Yeah, I have no idea how international laws or even domestic laws work, but
they just like
with any luck, maybe someday. Yeah, it's true. I think it's like a damaging the brand kind of thing, but you never know. SRS has done magic in the past. Like we never thought we'd get, you know, Wang Magui or you know, even Rego was like a really hard get for a while there, but they pulled it off. So who knows? You never. They might work with Katakala and Daiei. Well, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, from there he went on to which one?
Gahara. Long-haired giant monster Gahara.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay.
Great,
yeah, as soon as you said long-haired, I remembered it. That thing looks cool.
Yep, it's cool.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Yeah, from there he went on to do his first feature. He was commissioned to create an independent kaiju movie, and it ended up becoming Deep Sea Monster Rego, which is it's boring. I'll say I like it. it's entertaining. It's interesting. Rego's a really cool monster. We actually have some shared DNA because I believe one of the lead actors here actually played Rego, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and he's been making sequels to those. Eventually, he ended up partnering with Ron Bonk from SRS Cinema to do an unofficial Shinpei Hayashiya line, which is what the Blu-ray is released under, but it's the only one so far. And he said that he may not make another one, so it's a little late in the game to start having your own little logo and shit on stuff. But again, fingers crossed. You never know. He might crank another one out. He didn't think he'd get this one out. He did. So, man, no, he's a really interesting guy. He's got a lot of history in stage performances. He's a comedian. He specializes in what I learned about today. Never heard this word in my life, rakugo, which is a type of storytelling Japanese comedy done on stage. He's a major player in that scene, which kind of explains the goofier tone of his movies, I guess.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of connections with suit actors, stunt coordinators, artists, and designers. So he tends to surround himself with people that are really entrenched in different forms of theater and art. And he can just kind of pull these people in and be like, hey, let's make a movie, even if it's something little and goofy like this one. And it kind of adds a legitimacy to it for me. Not a universal feeling, I'm sure, but I do appreciate that about his movies. But as far as the cast goes, the two leads are really where I want to focus it. A lot of the other guys are mostly Rakuga, who were kind of roped in, like I mentioned, so I don't really know much about that at all. But the two leads are played by Mizuho Yoshida and Akira Ohashi, who are very prolific suit actors. You've probably seen them and don't even know it. They actually played Ghidorah and Godzilla respectively in Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. So they've got some Godzilla in there, we've got some Ghidorah in there. They played Gamera. They've played characters in Keita Amamiya movies. So they've been in Mechanical Violator Akaider, Cyber Ninja. What's that other one? Zerum. I think I can't remember if it's Ohashi
okay.
or Ohashi or Yoshida. I can't remember which one. They actually played Zerum himself in 1 and 2. So they've got a lot of suit work in them. Yeah, right.
So I need to watch those because my experience with Zerum.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
I've only ever seen
right. We talked about that. Yeah. No, that's crazy, dude. You will love them. The actual Zerum suit is nuts, and it's just this huge, scary Terminator kind of performance. So that you can tell these guys are just really good at what they do, and they're also stunt coordinators. A really interesting thing I picked up from reading the commentary track on listening to the commentary track on the Blu-ray is that the opening where you see the two like in that little gym training the kids.
Yeah,
that's a real stunt school. It's the AAC stunt school. Yeah, it was actually founded for like a partnership with Amamiya for his early movies like Cyber Ninja. And so it's pushed out a lot of famous stunt actors, and they are actual teachers there. So
okay.
There's like a lot of that DNA running through the whole thing. Go ahead.
I've actually seen this dude before. Like in
really? Oh, in person? Oh, shoot. At a convention?
I never met him. Yeah, it was when I met Haruo. Because they were all there. It was before Kenpachiro passed away and all that. Like,
yeah.
It was
That's how it was at my con, too. I never met him.
I always forget his
Only
name.
got Haruo.
Yeah, same. I always forget the guy who played the Millennium series, all the other ones.
Oh, yeah. I forget his name.
But you know what I'm talking about.
They had a couple.
Kitagawa.
Yeah. Oh, Kitagawa.
Yeah, he was there. Like, they were all there. And I seen this dude, and like, he just, like, my main one was to get him. I was planning to get everybody else's, but you know how it goes.
Yeah, it's you really want to prioritize Haruo at the time. That's exactly what I did, and I really regret, especially with Satsuma. I would have loved to have met him.
Well, same for Akira Takarada. We walked by him at G-Fest. I was like, oh, it's Akira
That's
Takarada.
Crazy.
He's just hanging out, doing his thing.
What year were you there for G-Fest?
19.
Oh, 19. I was going to say, because that is one thing I noticed before he passed. Ah, man.
Wait, so these two guys,
I think that was interesting.
The two main guys, like the actual, like the dudes that turn into the kaiju, those are these two guys, Akira Ohashi, and
those are the guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. That's them.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all King
why do you say it like that?
Because you could tell that they are suit actors, not actors.
Yeah.
Very much.
And they're multifaceted too. That's the thing, man. It's like suit actors, stunt guys, choreographers, action directors. Here's the crazy one. They're mocap artists too.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen any of their mocap credits?
No. I mean,
just Naked Snake.
Naked Snake. Naked Snake, Big Boss himself. The other one played the Fear in the end, which I imagine mocapping the end would be really funny because you're just like in a wheelchair for some of it. It's probably pretty relaxing.
We're just laying there.
They worked on Dino Crisis, Resident Evil.
Hell yeah.
Tons of stuff. Yeah, they're everywhere. Like, these guys do it all.
Dino Crisis 3.
And that's really all I can offer as far as the cast, because I didn't know. Well, I guess there's one outlier. What is his name? Shoot, I don't think I wrote it down. The guy with the eye patch, the ninja, the guy who played Kiryu, the ninja in this one.
Yeah.
He's actually a regular in all of Hayashiya's movies, and he's been like an extra in some other stuff. Okay. So he's around. You'll see him around if we watch more of these.
They literally don't put any of the character names on IMDb.
No.
It's just the JARON suit actor and the GOURA suit actor. That's all they put. Oh, and the narrator. But everybody else is just their actor name, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure that Yoshida and Ohashi don't just play themselves, because they are buddies. They do teach at that school. They do hang out all the time. They might just be playing their actual like fictionalized version of themselves.
I always feel like in these movies are a little bit exaggerated. Like, they have to be exaggerated.
They gotta be.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, hey, more power to people who actually act like this in their real life, but boy, this is like some cartoon shit.
It sure
Especially this opening scene with the woman, like she must be like the secretary of this place, and she's coming in
like
just
turbo neck massager.
Yeah, and
she's having a freaking orgasm.
yeah,
she's
like
jackhammering that
can
thing,
you put
dude.
like one of them is smiling and laughing at her as he's telling her to keep her voice down, as these kids are like doing like barrel rolls and like doing flips and shit. But it's just like already I'm starting off like, okay, this is not what I was expecting going into this. I didn't know, like when we spun it, I didn't look into it. I saw the poster and I went, it was just the two monsters on the poster I saw first. And I was like, okay, this seems pretty interesting. It's only 55 minutes. That was the first thing that kind of caught my eye. The fact is like,
yeah,
this isn't a movie. This is just an episode of a show. But yeah, this, I remember the only thing I said while watching the movie, or maybe I sent the message after I watched it, was this is a Japanese Neil Breen movie. Now, Dan and Angela don't know who Neil Breen is, and all I will say is look him up, and you don't have to watch a full movie of Neil Breen, but just watch like a 5 to 10 minute clip of a Neil Breen movie, and you will get you will understand what I'm talking about. You will go, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's Neil Breen is a one man crew. Like he literally makes movies just himself. He brings people in who are clearly not actors. He's not even an actor. And yeah, there's some of the most outrageous pieces of media you'll ever consume. And this, as I'm watching this movie and all of the effects and the just like Adobe Premiere effects that they're just throwing in randomly, and the performances, especially from our two main guys, it's just like, okay, I clearly do not have to take this movie seriously. Like this movie is.
No, please, Parker. Let's be honest here. Those aren't Premiere effects. Those are After Effects. Thank you very much. Let's give them the credit they deserve.
Okay. There's so many moments of this movie where I'm going, what the hell is going on? Yes. What is the point of everything that's happening? Why can't anyone see these things? Why is this eye-patched ninja man randomly just threatening nobody? He's not threatening. He's threatening one person. It's that woman. It's the one woman.
Yeah. And I'm like, who is she?
But there's two of them.
They're twins. Yeah. They don't really. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have the actual girl who's like fighting him, right? And then there's the one who works at the what is it? The self-defense
SDF, I think.
Self-defense force, yeah. And
the recruitment office.
Yeah, where for 5 straight minutes you're just watching these two guys answer calls.
Yep.
Where they're just answering the call saying self-defense force, how can we help you? It's like, oh, just contact your local police department for any issues. And it's
for
like
all giant monsters that may appear.
Yeah, and it goes on for so long, and you're just like, okay, I get it. It's 55 minutes. You got to do what you got to do. Clearly they didn't care about making this a full-length movie. Was this like, it just felt like, is this part of some series that I don't know about? No. Like he was trying to make some series of like different monster movies. It's just.
Nope. His previous work was, but no, this is independent, and it was made to be exactly as it was. That's the craziest part. He did say he had to cut back a little bit just based on scope. Obviously they can't really go as all out as you'd want, to the point that they only had one fake building that got crushed, and they chroma keyed that into wherever they needed it. So
makes sense.
They were obviously working on a shoestring, but yeah, I know what you mean.
It was a shoestring for sure. The fact that these guys are tired and want to do something relaxing, so they go on a hike, which is like the opposite of what I'd want to do if I'm exhausted.
I was like, what?
They're also taking like a long train ride to this location that they're going to go for this hike. They're like, yeah, oh man, I'm so exhausted. What should we should go to a hike in a cave on the other side of the city
and eat giant rice balls.
Dude, they're fucking biggest rice balls ever.
He holds it up to his head. It is that big.
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie, and I really wish it was like he takes the foiling off and there's just more. And it just goes all the way down to like a regular size one. And I was like, oh, okay.
He gives him one of those foil swans. He has to unwrap the rice ball at the middle.
Yeah. But that part, I didn't mind that part. So it's like, oh yeah.
Well, I actually like a lot of those parts because I know they're very exaggerated, goofy guys, but man, just seeing those two interact, like they got really good chemistry. I would watch more of that. Just them meandered about town.
That's the thing. Those were the normal parts of this movie. That was like the more real,
yes,
like that's the yeah. These guys are friends. I mean, the decision of them going on a hike when you're tired isn't the most logical decision to make, but you know what? Whatever. Hey, do what you got to do. But then when they touch this tablet that splits into two, and then there's like some scroll in there that they fight over, which is the funniest argument ever. Is just one of them saying it's real
fake.
and one of them saying it's fake, and they're just like childishly pulling on the scroll till it breaks. But we then get our. Like, the thing is, it's like they don't just transform into monsters. They just become giant versions of themselves.
Yes.
And continuously throughout this 55-minute long movie that felt like an hour and a half, they keep transforming in and out of the monster form.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Which was just weird. Then they're like in ninja outfits fighting with katanas. And I'm like, okay, like what? But there's never explanations on to why this is happening. It's just them fighting and this eye patch man just going, you know, you absorb them with these powers and you'll become, you know, the turtle and one will become a snake, which one of them just looks like a cheap knockoff of Godzilla. He doesn't look like a snake.
Yes.
The other guy does look like a turtle. So I'll give it that. But
so there's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. The working title for this when it was in its crowdfunding stage was G versus G. Being a fan of Gamera and Godzilla, he wanted to do what he could to kind of bring the two together, knowing that he'd never actually be able to. So the initial plan was to have the snake monster. I believe that's JARON, isn't it? I think that's JARON.
Sure.
Yep.
He was going to actually be a little slithery snake, like kind of sneak in through the city and eventually would like grow into a dragon, like mythological, like dragons like growing from serpents kind of thing. And then they were like, well, we can't we got to cut back and let's just make him Diet Godzilla. We got Diet Gamera over here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting because the scroll that they're discussing, you get a little bit more of a look at it during like the intro crawl with like the different like monsters. Those are all from actual Japanese and Chinese mythology. And they're actually the same like north, south, east, west, like beasts that are mentioned in GMK. So there's a little more Godzilla DNA. Exactly. And then Gamera himself is a guardian beast, and he's brought up a lot mythologically in the Shusuke Kaneko trilogy. So it's really just like an amalgam of every legally distinct way you can approach those two existing monsters. And I like that a lot. I think that's very interesting.
I always remember them as being villains. So my first time experiencing these legendary beasts was actually way before the Gamera, but it was
oh wow.
I don't know which belief they're tied to, but my brother used to play. It was Final Fantasy on the Game Boy. Final Fantasy Legends, not Adventure, which is the Saga franchise. But there were the villains. It was Genbu, Suzaku, and then I don't remember the other two. But it was a turtle, a phoenix, a lion, and a dragon, or a serpent.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah. It's been around forever. I just couldn't remember him. So you saying that, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that shit. Like,
duh. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
but yeah, that's one thing I do like about it. Like it is drawing a lot from different aspects of Japanese culture, their theater, their what they're known for outside of their country, like the tokusatsu stuff, the action stuff, the ninjas. It's like a pop culture, like just a ball of everything that is Japanese entertainment.
A proverbial rice ball.
One big as your head. Huge one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Biggest I've seen.
Yep.
But you mentioned, Parker, the fact that they don't necessarily become the monsters. That's one thing that I think is going to really not click with a lot of people because they're usually just like in ninja outfits. Like they even have some sword fights and stuff. But I think what I really liked about it, as far as its approach to portraying the monsters and, Yoshida and Ohashi like themselves, they are such talented guys. They are stunt directors. They are, suit actors. They are action choreographers. So he does a good job, Hayashiya, of like giving them scenes that in context may not make a lot of sense necessarily, but they really highlight what they're good at. I believe it's I get the two mixed up. I'm not good with names. I think it's Yoshida who actually played was it no I'm sorry, it was Ohashi who actually played Gamera a couple times, and he's known for taking on these suits that are like they're not traditionally like bipedal Godzilla, like big lizards with 2 arms, 2 legs, like something like Gamera. It's got that shell. It's got this really weird shape to it. And so that kind of changes how he acts. And you're not going to see that through the suit. Like, you're just going to see him become Gamera. But when you get these shots of him giant, like embodying GOURA, but not really being him, you can kind of see how he scrunches his body down, like the posture he takes, like to perform that. And it really makes it a lot more impressive to me personally, because he's doing that inside that big ass rubber suit that's like super hot, super heavy. So it's kind of neat. It's kind of like those, those Visible Man like statues and shit, where like it's like the dude cut in half and you see like the inner workings of a guy.
Oh yeah,
it's like a kaiju suit version of that. Yeah, you get to see the actor in there really showing off what they can do.
Well, what Mikey's saying is being a big Godzilla fan as well. If you ever go back, you can find snippets or clips of the first 3 big Godzilla actors together, and they'll mock.
Oh
what they
yeah, I
do
love that
inside
clip.
the suits. You've seen them, right? And like
Mhm.
you see it, and they're like, these are the guys. Like they do what they do in the suits, and you see them as that. And you
Mhm.
in your mind, you fill the gap of them being in the suits, and I get what you're saying with this, and it's like I can't wait till we talk about this movie. We're not there yet, but whenever we do War of the Gargantuas.
Oh heck yeah!
Haruo Nakajima played Godzilla. He said it's his best performance. He said it's my favorite performance
It
I ever
might
did
be.
because you could see his eyes. And he said I could emote as the monster, which I can't normally do. It's a fucking stellar movie. I love that movie so much. But I know what you're saying. I get you.
Yeah, you get it.
Whether it makes
But
sense
at
or
the
not.
same time,
That's good.
exactly. I was going to say, at the same time, like, yeah, we have the kind of disjointed, weird flow of stream of consciousness kind of plot where it's like all that we really know is that there are these 2 warring ninja clans from back in the day fighting over this scroll because one of them had sealed away the monster that the other ones had weaponized, and now these 2 goobers have accidentally unleashed it. And they're these weird spiritual beings that don't necessarily show up on cameras and shit, so nobody believes people that are seeing them. There's
Yep.
a really
I
cute
thought that was
bit
kind of
where
neat.
that was neat, and they are ninja monsters after all. Invisible?
Hurting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then they're like,
Oh.
why are we like, hey, dude, just stop? And then they start fighting. Like, why are you guys fighting? Fucking stop. You're just
it's like the monsters are like taking control, like the monster part of them
I
is taking
guess,
control, and that's
yeah.
why they fight. I mean, I wish we got more fights between the monsters themselves. I feel like we didn't get enough of that. Like, we get the fight with them with the katanas and, you know, them shooting, you know, their specific whatever power they have. Like, was it GOURA has the laser, the 3 lasers
cool
from the
cannon
shell,
thingies.
and then of course JARON has just the generic kind of Godzilla breath.
Mouth projectile.
Yeah, it's like something coming out of its mouth. And we don't get enough of that. We get like one shot of them actually like together fighting. And then, but it only lasts like less than a minute, if that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish we got a little bit more of that. There was too much of just like side characters that didn't go anywhere. Where because they can't see the monsters like on their cameras or phones, like it's just them standing having kind of generic conversations, and you're just like, okay, can we move on to just like either more monster fights or tell me more about the ninja clans and like this woman and why she's fighting this guy and why she's even here to begin with. It's very, I think the lore of this story is kind of convoluted and doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Which is a problem, especially if you want to care about what the hell is happening. And I get it. Like, the movie was made with like probably no money. Like, literally a lot of these people probably weren't even actors. They were just people that they were able to kind of pick up. I think just going through some of the casts, a lot of them probably are related to the director. So it was probably just a bunch of family members and friends that brought together.
Fun fact about that. This is the one case where we watch a movie with a bunch of shared last names and it's not the director like pulled his second cousin twice removed out to play a side character. I wasn't going to bring this up because I didn't think it would be relevant, but watching the director's commentary with, let me get their names. I want to make sure they're properly credited. Elijah Thomas and Daniel DeMana. I think Daniel's the guy who did the Godzilla novelization project. I haven't picked that up yet, but I've heard it's really good. The other one is a Kaiju Conversation podcast member. They actually go into the Hayashiya name. Shinpei's not actually named Shinpei Hayashiya. He, as a Rakugo actor, apparently once you reach a certain prestige, it's like imagine it like a karate belt kind of thing. Like you hit yellow belt, black belt, so on and so forth. Yeah, you change names. He was born under a different name, and he was inspired by a famous Rakugo actor who changed his name to Hayashiya. And he was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do that. But he actually stayed at that level and never changed it again and used it as a pseudonym. But yeah, apparently that's the case for a lot of other people in production as well. Like they all just happen to be part of that community and we're all inspired by the same artists. That's really weird, huh?
Wow. All right. Wow. There you go.
They have some of that in Gunpla. There's a Meijin Kawaguchi thing. It's famous was named after a famous dude. It's kind of a title-ish thing to some extent.
Interesting.
Like that. So it's weird. It's like not in a bad way. I just don't fully understand.
It's weird to us. We don't do that kind of thing over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate watching this movie, but it was one of those just like, why is this happening, and why don't I get an explanation? And
that's what I was going to bring up. I forgot. You mentioned wanting a little bit more lore. I have a question that I think I know the answer to. Did you guys watch this on TUBI by any chance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did the credits like just stop at a certain point?
No.
Or did it play through the whole credits?
I kind of fast forwarded to.
I didn't really.
Gotcha.
It all. Yeah.
Probably didn't watch them. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. On mine, I had it playing on multiple screens because I couldn't get my disc to work on my computer. It was a whole process. But I noticed that on Tubi, about halfway through the credits, it cut and just started playing like Mothra or some shit. And on the Blu-ray, it kept going, and I was still hearing the commentary track in the background. So I turned around. There's actually a fully animated, like little puppet theater, like a lore dump about the warring ninja clans at the very end. And the weird thing is they specifically said in the commentary track that Hayashiya told him that he didn't know what to do with it because like it was a really cool thing that somebody on the staff volunteered to make. He just stuck it on at the end as like a little stinger. But like that would have been really important information to have maybe at the start of the movie where you could kind of get an idea of
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, maybe check out that last couple minutes. It's pretty neat. It's like a CG animated little paper cutout ninja war with GOURA and check it out if you can.
He's attacking like a pagoda or building, with the castles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to play in the background.
It would have been cool to see that at the start. That would have really fixed up a lot of issues that Parker brought up because it is true. It's very stream of consciousness, like I mentioned. It's just like things kind of happen.
Yeah, and there's just like a lot of prolonged scenes of just like two people having conversations that just kind of are the same phrase repeated over and over again. Like when those two guys are told they have to go search for the two main guys in the caves, and the one guy's just like, "Who gets lost in this cave? Who gets lost in this cave?" And he just says it over and over again because he just doesn't want to go. And it feels like it goes on forever. Like it's just like, yeah, it's just like, I get it. Let's move on. And maybe that's just me being nitpicky, but it's just like,
I don't think so.
This movie is definitely one where if I were to watch this again, it would be with friends and it would be with alcohol involved because I think it would make it a lot more funny.
I think that's what Hayashiya would want.
Yeah, because this movie definitely feels like it doesn't take itself too serious. And I think if he was able to put a little bit more into it, I think it could have turned out to be a better, more enjoyable movie because I would have been able to understand what the hell is happening and why it's happening. The fact it's just about warring clans of ninjas where it's like, but why? Like, why is this happening? Why is who is this woman? What is she doing? Like we see her praying in the beginning. I think it was the beginning. You see her praying next to the little pond with the waterfall. And then you see that same scene again. And then, it's just like, it's all over the place. This movie is just all over the place. And I just it gets to the point where I lose focus on what I'm supposed to be paying attention to. And then my interest level goes to 0. And I'm just not interested in what's happening. And the monsters, the monsters actually, like for whatever this costs to make, the monsters don't look terrible.
No,
they look pretty good, but they just don't do enough with them. They just don't do enough with them. And I think that's a shame, especially when this is supposed to be a monster movie. And it just doesn't fully feel like a monster movie. It just feels like they put two monsters that kind of stood in one place, shooting at each other a couple times. Then they high five each other at the end. And then it's ultimately over. And then it's like, oh yeah, there's a ninja subplot over here. And you're like, all right, sure. And it I don't know. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. I think that's ultimately my final thought on this movie is that it's just a hot mess.
Hey, coming from someone who drank while watching this, it is more fun.
I believe it.
I'm gonna have to reach out to my buddy and realize I know he probably mentioned he was in this, but I was watching the credits and Angela pointed out. She's like, "Hey," she had to rewind it because I'm stupid, but she's like, "Hey," and like I knew one of the guys in the credits, so I was like, "Hey, I know that guy."
I think it's a thank you.
Yeah, it is Avery Guerrero.
Oh.
I've known him for a long time. He used to watch my content a long, long time ago. He works for SRS and stuff like that. He's like a producer, so something along those lines.
That name sounds really familiar.
Avery's nice as fuck. I met him finally met him in person during G-Fest 19. So that was good times. So he's a cool guy. I always keep up. I always follow his posts all the time. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, you mentioned G-Fest earlier. I meant to bring this up. Part of the reason this movie even exists, and this is all, again, pulling from the commentary track, researching this movie on the English internet is a gigantic pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of it is mostly sourced from that Blu-ray. If you can get it, it's very interesting. But the two commentators on that mentioned that Shinpei was going to kind of tap out after, I think it was Rego, and he did bring copies to G-Fest one year. He was invited for, I think, the 2014 convention.
Okay.
And he had a panel to talk about like independent kaiju production. There's a cat like right behind me.
I know. I'm watching. I mean, every time your cat's
he's like peeking over my shoulder.
I'm watching.
No, he had a panel talking about independent kaiju production, stuff like that, and he was not expecting the reaction that he got, to the point that when it came time for the people involved in this commentary track to talk with him, they said he was almost in tears. Like, he was just blown away by the support that he had gotten, for Riga and Rego. And he sold out of all the copies of the movie he brought with him and went back to Japan and was like, I gotta make another one. Like, people actually like this shit. And so he kind of flew in half-cocked to King Oga versus God Raiga, which is I kind of hope we eventually get more of his movies, because even if you guys don't like them, it's a really good conversation, because like you've had a lot of good input on it. I would love to see the reactions to his other movies, because he couldn't even get like full suits for Oga and Raiga, so it's just like two little hand puppets like, kind of going at each other.
That's awesome.
I'll check it out if we hit.
Yeah, that'll be a fun watch.
Listen, dude,
it's interesting to see that kind of thing roll like that, where it's just like, oh man, nobody cares about me and my stupid little monster movies, and then he just gets this outpour of support. It's beautiful.
Like when you got called out at G-Fest during one of the panels.
Nice.
And he's like, people watch my stuff.
Well,
exactly. That. So you know the feeling, yeah.
I hadn't made anything in forever. Like, it was one of the guys. Oh God, I can't think of his name. I know who it is. But
he's listening right now. I can't believe this, Dan.
I doubt it. I sincerely.
The fact that you made that.
And a couple people came up to me and asked me like, yeah. Like, oh, you're
dude, that rules.
Like, I haven't done anything in like a fucking decade, but it was cool. It was flattering. But I wasn't there for that. I was just there to, go with the kids, because we never done, and go to Chicago, see stuff in Chicago. All right. And I make.
Did you see Svengoolie? I hear he's like a cryptid over there.
No, I didn't. We went to.
Oh, make your dad jealous.
What?
Oh
yeah, he likes Svengoolie. We went to the con, and then we went to the Field Museum. What's the big thing? Because I had to go, dude. I'm like, I want to go to Chicago again to go to G-Fest and go to the Field Museum. I got to see the lions, dude, from
Ghost in the Darkness.
Ghost in the Darkness. Yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
Go see Sue.
Yeah, we had to go see Sue
again. It's fucking sweet. Anyway, carry on.
Oh, I just mentioned G-Fest and knocked that thought loose in my head.
I was just gonna say. I was gonna say that like whether I like enjoy, like, to the level I enjoy this gentleman's movies, like, I respect the fact that he made these. Like, this is shit I would like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Make these kind of movies, and like I would like. I mean, it sucks when people don't like your stuff, but like, I would just like to get something out there. Like, that'd be fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
I just want to be an extra. Somebody make a kaiju movie and have me be an extra. Dude, that's like a life.
Oh, absolutely. Sign me up for that.
Let him get stomped on.
I don't even care if I'm like, dude, like in the back, like, there's my hat. Like, you get to, it's like the episode of SpongeBob
Gary,
where he's on TV. There I am. You just see the corner. Yes, dude, 100%. I would be.
It's Monsters Inc. where every single time Mike Wazowski is on something, it's always like a logo or a barcode over his face.
Yes, 100%.
I'm on TV.
Oh man,
I saw you on TV last night. Well, top of the morning to you, oldster. Sorry. Anyway, I have to go watch that episode now.
Classic.
Yeah, I don't know if we got anything else. I'm sorry, I kind of went on a tangent. I apologize.
I mean, I guess we could talk about like some of the characters in this movie. Especially like one of them is I think we should talk about is this obnoxious guy who constantly was calling the
Oh my god.
special forces or whatever the heck they're called. And
yeah, he just appears.
Yeah, he appears and like lays his head on this dude's shoulder. And if I was that guy, I would have been like, get away from me. Like
personal space, please?
Yeah, like he's like, I've been calling them all day. You find out he's the guy who's been calling them like repeatedly throughout the day. And yeah, he's a very colorful character. And I feel like when you watch, Japanese movies, especially like if you were to watch anime, like I'm not an anime guy, but I've watched a little bit, and it's like there's always this character in anything that's Japanese related, where it's just he's a little over the top compared to especially compared to our two main characters who are just absolute cartoons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I was a big fan of the side character in the back. I can't remember if it's the same guy. I don't think it is. The one when they're trying to get photos of the monsters and they're not showing up. So he's like, I'm a Flash animator, so I drew this. And he just has like a drawing. That's him. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was him or not. Yeah. That's so good. That's such a good bit.
I love though that the girl
mangaka or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I love that the girl drew something. She's like, yeah, I always wanted to be a manga illustrator, and they just kind of looked at her like, oh, okay,
follow your dreams.
Yeah, do it, man.
Yeah, do whatever you want. No, do whatever makes you feel happy. That's the better phrase.
Yes.
Yeah.
And clearly that's what this director did with this movie. He did what made me feel happy, and I hope that people feel different feelings than I did watching this movie, or Angela. It's
not me. I hope they all felt the way I did.
I can appreciate what he tried to do. I just wish, here's the thing with I love supporting indie filmmaking. I think it's awesome. I watch a lot of indie films, and I love what people are trying to do, and because a lot of indie films are doing way different things than what these mainstream movies are doing. We're getting a lot of the same regurgitated garbage with mainstream movies, where indie films are they're trying to differentiate themselves from those, and they're trying something new. My issue with a lot of indie films is I feel like the script is just not especially with this movie, is I wish
it's not a priority.
The script was definitely not the priority. But if you're not going to focus on a script or focus on your story, at least make the monster stuff more interesting. And that's the problem with this movie, is it doesn't have a very cohesive story. There's stuff happening, and maybe people are figuring it out. I couldn't figure out what the frick was going on, but also the monster stuff just wasn't interesting to me. Nothing cool was really happening. It was the coolest thing was between the two guys when they were fighting with the katanas.
Yep,
but I want to see the monsters fight. That was what this movie is trying to sell me, especially on the poster. And I get what Mikey was saying with the fact of maybe this was kind of a showcase for these two actors who are usually in these suits, but we get to see them doing their suit work outside of the suit. And it's more of an appreciation for these two guys. But if you're someone like me who hasn't really lived with the history of these two guys or knows everything about this, I don't care. Because I didn't know that these were the two guys that were in the suits. I didn't know their history with, Gamera and Godzilla and stuff like that. And being I think I would have had a better appreciation of those scenes, having known, having that knowledge. But I didn't. And I got to the point, I'm what is going on? It's just, nothing makes sense in this movie. Nothing makes sense. And I'm not going to sit here and continue to bash the movie, but it's just one of those.
It's bashing. I think you're being fair.
It's just one of those things where it's I wanted to enjoy myself, and to be honest, it got to the point where I was kind of getting distracted by other things going on, and I don't like that. If that's happening while I'm watching your movie, then to me, it's not a good movie. But that'll be my final thoughts on this.
Dan, Angela, you guys final thoughts?
I can't say any more than what Parker said, because I agree. I agree with him.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Dan?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
That's it. Yes.
Yes.
The eyes have it.
No, Yeah, so, no, seriously. Like I think I've voiced everything I need to say. Just rewind
Mhm.
in any of the spots I said. This is kind of where I fall. Like I said, I respect for what it is. It's not for me, and I think the biggest issue, and this is no offense, Shinpei here, but like this was my problem in the late 2000s. Is when they released that deluge of comedic kaiju
You've
movies or
mentioned
like
this, yeah.
self-referentials I've talked about before. That
Mhm.
the only one I liked was Gihara. The only one. And I haven't seen a bunch,
Still got to see it.
but the ones like Zambot, or whatever, Zamborgar, I mean, Death Kappa,
The
Monster
Borger.
X Strikes Back. I just didn't like them. Like they just didn't do it for me.
I
And like
get it.
I don't know why. And I don't mind funny bits being in kaiju films. Like, but it's just like when you make it entirely comedic, it's really hard to stick for me.
I get it.
But I respect what he did. He was doing his thing, and I hope more people do this.
Mhm.
Because there are people that want this,
Mhm.
and there are people that like this. It may not have been myself or some of us, which is fine. Excuse me, but I like what they did in mad respect. And if you want me in the movie, I'll do it for free.
Yeah.
But I ain't flying.
You can kill him
You
if
have
you
to
want. If
box
you
me
don't
up.
like anything we said, you can have us on, kill us, fire breath, whatever you want to do. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll do it, dude. I'll die gloriously.
Yeah.
I will be I will be the atypical American person in your Japanese movie.
You'll be the one that points it, but he says Godzilla correctly in Japanese. He's like, "Oh, it's Gojira."
Yeah,
You'll be the
but
one guy.
I'll somehow have to make myself fat, and I'll have like a Trump
You
hat
get the
and
pillow under the shirt.
burger, and like a burger, like just whatever, go
Comically large,
USA.
big gulp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I will do it. I will.
You look
be a
like that guy
shit
from the
for it.
Pepsi Man cutscenes.
Yes, that fucking guy. Thank you. Good. That's a good call. I
Who is
like
big
that.
in Japan? He's something over there.
Big in Japan
No,
tonight?
final thoughts for me. I guess he's big anywhere if you think about it.
That's fair.
But
Nothing wrong with that.
final thoughts for me. Kind of I won't say it's like the best movie in the world. Like it's really hard for me to recommend things to certain people because my wife's pointed this out to me that I tend to watch movies and like discuss them in kind of a weird way. Like to me, I'm looking at this and like there are levels to enjoy it. You know, there's people who are really entrenched in Japanese culture who are going to pick up on all these Rakugo references and like all these little background elements that Hayashiya brought in for like different eras of SDF recruitment posters and like all these little props. People are going to point at that and get something out of that. And there are people like me and Dan who are a little more into the pop culture part of it with like the monster stuff and people who are getting into that like Parker or someone who may not have as much interest in it necessarily. And I think on that lower level, if you're between getting into monsters and not really caring about this kind of thing, it's going to be impenetrable. There's just like barely anything there for people on that level. A little bit more for people on our level, but it's not going to hit everybody. And then those other people have probably already seen it and own it on the Japanese Blu-ray, and or they got Hayashi on speed dial and shit. But to me, when I watch something like this, it's not just taking in the movie itself. I like to study it and learn about the behind the scenes and shit like that. I like the commentary tracks because already just from watching that alone, using this movie as kind of a springboard, I've learned more about Japanese comedy, about Japanese theater, about opinions of the SDF and how they're used in movies and shit, stuff that I never even thought about. So using it as a learning tool for me, I had a great time. Like even before that, when I just watched it straight through, like enjoying it on like a being into monsters kind of level. I love seeing the suit work. I love seeing that bisection of the suit to kind of peek inside and see how they're doing that. I like seeing the different aspects of these people that are involved with it kind of shine in ways that we hadn't really been able to see and put a face to before. That's all really cool to me. As a monster movie, just something to throw on and watch. No, I don't think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. But as an independent production, I think it's like Parker mentioned, indie film needs to do something different to really shine. And on the end of this physical copy of it, there is actually a quote from Hayashiya. He said almost beat for beat exactly what Parker said. Hollywood and bigger Japanese productions, they're always going to be different. Indie cinema needs to focus on doing what it can to kind of entertain people and approach filmmaking in the way that they can with what they have access to. And they need to differentiate themselves from Hollywood and from these bigger productions. And I do think this does that, but not necessarily in a way that's going to resonate with a lot of people, which is unfortunate. But Hayashiya seemed to have fun with it. He did it. And this is his fourth or fifth monster movie. He may not have ever actually nailed it for a lot of people. I don't even know if he thinks he nailed it himself, but he has said that this could be his last monster movie. And if that is the case, A, it's going to suck seeing him go, and B, it's an interesting send-off, to say the least. I don't know if it's the best or the strongest entry in his catalog, but I enjoy it quite a bit.
All right.
Sweet.
Final thought.
I dig it.
Well,
So, I know we got to do the poster. Did you guys? What poster do they use on Tubi? Because when I looked it up, I kind of just clicked right away from the Google results. Did they have that shitty AI poster? Because I don't want to talk about that one.
Shitty AI.
I think
poster.
they do have the shitty AI poster because it doesn't look right. Because the kaiju don't look right.
No, I think we should definitely use the Matt Frank one.
Yeah.
There's a Matt Frank one?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Let me see if I can post it in chat.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can
no,
I point out?
I hope I'm guessing, I don't know, the one that I posted or that I'm using for the video is
the drawn one.
it's got the monsters and it's got the two guys and it has all like the side characters, then the title in Japanese, and then under it is in small letters is the title in English.
Let me post it in chat just so we're on the same page. Here's the one that Matt Frank drew.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, that one's dope. It kind of looks like a comic book
cover too.
That's what
it
he
does.
Yeah, it does. That's really cool. I wish we got this. This would have been really cool,
right?
He can just have him make a comic. Just commission a comic. He'll do it for us.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time he's done obscure Japanese monsters as comics. His Redman shit looks awesome.
Yes, I need to see Redman, dude. Redman just...
Dude, I watched it recently with a buddy. It is insane.
He just murks everybody.
He hates monsters, dude. Like, he's a straight racist. I don't support Redman and what he does.
No, I agree.
I can't get behind him.
No, I get it. Dude, I want to point out
evil.
one thing we didn't talk about is I don't know who did the soundtrack for this movie.
Oh,
but they just
I did have a point about that.
The 90s Gamera theme and just like put it in there. But then there's also like goodness, Ifukube, like beats and stuff in there, like it's like similar sounds, like Showa.
Very intentional. Yeah, I didn't get his name, but he was told to kind of pull the leitmotif from the Kaneko trilogy for Gamera and from Ifukube's score for the JARON, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I found a picture.
It didn't click until the Gamera part hit.
Yeah, I was like,
they have a They have a picture in the IMDb where they took the classic Godzilla, like the original Godzilla going through the power lines in black and white, and they just took him out and put is it JARON is the lizard?
JARON, the Godzilla.
Yeah, and they just put him in there. He just so doofy. He's just like doofy, dude.
But I like it.
I love him.
You know, it's cool. It's cool, but he's like very doofy. But they got one of the pictures on IMDb is literally just them in front of the green screen, which is awesome.
I love that picture.
So good.
You can just chroma key that yourself. You can put them wherever you want.
And then it looks like they have like character cards, one for JARON and one for what was it? GOURA?
GOURA.
All right, computer.
Oh, I see the Japanese poster now you're talking about. That is a good one. Yeah, the one on Tubi is AI generated, and it looks really.
I wonder who did the concept art. It looks really good too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I know Keita Amamiya was involved, but I'm not sure if he actually did the creature design.
Oh, it looks so sweet.
So the poster that's on IMDb, that's not the one you're talking about, right? That's not the AI one.
No, that one's good. It's
that's one I use.
Yeah, it's just on Tubi.
I'm like, if it's the AI
that
one,
I think that one's
I'm
fine.
covering it up when I'm doing the edit. I don't want that.
I'll throw the AI one in chat so you can just take a look at it. It looks very rough.
I think whoever did this may be just me, and I may be wrong because my yokai knowledge isn't vast. But the concept art of JARON when he's like,
when he's a little snake.
Yeah, it looks like a Tsuchinoku.
Yeah, I think that's what they were kind of pulling for.
I think so too. I was like, oh wait. That's cool. It looks good. Like the concept art looks really cool.
I cannot get over that picture of them in front of the green screen.
It's so good.
That one does it for me.
Dude,
I love it.
That AI image is terrible. It doesn't even look anything like
nothing like them.
The characters at all.
I love SRS Cinema and what they do, but I've seen that on a couple of their releases. They've done a couple of AI posters, and I hope they realize how bad it looks because it's underselling these movies. Yeah, they did one for Yuzo as well.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we should probably answer the question, the reason why we do this. does it match the movie? I'm gonna say no.
Why would you say it with that
I don't
inflection?
think any of the posters that you see on IMDb or the internet, it matches the movie at all. I think probably the one that you see on the video version, if you were watching on YouTube, or the one you see on IMDb, it's probably the closest to what you get in the movie, because at least those people are there. Like, they exist in the movie, but like the really not, the what is the artist's name?
Matt Frank.
Matt Frank. That one, no freaking way does the movie match that at all. I want that movie. I want to see that one. That looks awesome.
It's got speed lines and everything.
Oh man, they're like fighting like on the tail of JARON. It's like, that's cool.
That looks great.
There's more ninjas. I mean, I guess it's Kiryu and then the lady ninja and then the dudes, but like just the way they're framed makes you think they're all going to be like going at it at once. So the monster's going at it in the background, and that's not what happened. Not even remotely.
So
still looks sweet.
I've come up with an idea. I know I'm just the lone co-host here for the show, but I wanted to come up with something where we shout out like the unsung hero of the monster movie we are talking about. And I have given it a title. It is going to be called the Burt I. Gordon Patron Saint of the MonsterZone Award.
Okay.
I like that.
Where we're going to shout out the unsung. It could be anybody, especially in this movie. There's really like, I guess it doesn't have to be like just like usually it'll be for like a side character that doesn't really do a lot in the movie, but he did something of importance, but then maybe he dies or just fucks off like a lot of characters do. So I know this is a last second thing. Going forward, you guys will have more time.
I'm ready
to think about it.
Well, there's like 3 people in the movie. I think it'll work out.
So, Dan, we'll start with you since you were so ready. Who is your unsung hero of the movie?
I'm going to break, since this is the first time, I'm going to bend the rules a little bit. It's the giant rice balls.
Okay.
The giant rice balls are my.
I like
you can have the other one. I'll
delicious.
take one. You can have the other one.
Oh, there's 2. There's plenty of rice for everybody.
Rice ball 1 and rice ball 2. Perfect.
I actually have a different one, but it's also kind of breaking the rules. So does it have to be someone on screen?
What do you mean?
Is it the
Can it be part of the production?
In
Oh, he's awesome too. But no.
I'm gonna say. Ooh, you know what?
It has to be on screen.
Let's have it be someone on screen. Yeah.
I was gonna give it to Shinpei himself, just for never giving up. But on screen, man, that's tough. Let's see. Who do we got? We got that guy and that other guy. I'm going to give it to Kiryu, the eye patch ninja, just because he's like the cool bald guy from the other movies that this guy made, and I enjoyed him in every movie.
Okay, I'm just putting eye patch ninja because I'm not writing their actual names. I can barely say these names, so. What about you, Angela?
She's looking, hang on.
I'm giving it to the girl at the Defense Force.
Oh, yeah.
When she answers
the twin.
phone
Okay, so
and yells.
Defense Force
She tells
girl.
the guys to watch what they're saying, and then she yells at the person and hangs the phone up.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with Angela because
good pick.
I'm Garrett. Like, from what I could guess, because I was very confused watching this movie, this is the only scene she's in, because her sister is the one who's fighting, right?
The ninja.
She's the ninja. She's the one doing all the fighting. So yeah, So all I'm gonna say is this girl is in this one scene. She literally comes in, gives the stink eye, the generic, I'm the supervisor. What are you guys doing? And they're doing their jobs. They were kind of having an inappropriate conversation about her and her sister to each other. Yeah. Which is not okay. But she didn't hear it, so she can't be mad at him for that.
She felt it though.
She knew. Mm-hmm. She had the ninja powers. Yeah. But she comes in and the conversation is great on the phone where she's literally like judging them for their conversation. And then she answers the phone. And she's like, who you calling ugly?
That's great.
And then leaves and like marches out and then calls somebody on the phone. And then you never see her again. So yeah, I'll give it to her as well. I'm going to call her the Defense Force girl. So our first ever Burt I. Gordon award goes to Defense Force girl. From War of the Ninja Monsters, JARON versus GOURA. So congratulations to Defense Force girl, everybody.
We'd credit her by name, but IMDb didn't label anybody.
No.
Nope.
So I can't even be like, here's the actress who played her. No, it doesn't
Yeah,
tell
I'm
us.
sure she's in there somewhere.
She's one of the names that are in there. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try to keep that up for the duration of
I like it.
the show. And we always want. I needed something to go with Bird Eye Gordon. Bird Eye Gordon, we've talked about the most probably of any director, probably ever, probably for both shows. And you know, we've had good things to say and bad things to say about Bird Eye Gordon, but we figured that this show needs to have a patron saint, and who better than Bird Eye Gordon, who I also share a birthday with, so that even makes it even better.
Heck yeah.
And he's the best of the subpar, you know? We appreciate
He's a big guy.
We appreciate his services and all the contributions he, you know, put forth through the monster world. So that's it. That's it. We got our first patron saint award winner. And I'm going to try to keep track of those. Also, if you want to get involved in this part of the show, you got to watch the movie for one. And two,
it would help.
You got to join the Patreon. You can even join at the free tier where you can join our Discord. And I'm going to put a section in the Discord for the Bird Eye Gordon Award for the Monster Zone. So if you want to watch the movie and leave your thought on who you think should win the award, you will be included in our votes. So like we'll all have our different who we think it should be, and then your opinion will be put forth, and then based on that, that'll determine who wins every month. So if you want to get involved, you got to do all those things. If you don't, you just want to hear our thoughts on it, then we'll keep doing it. But yeah, I want to get you all involved too. So Patreon, that's how you do it. All right.
Like it.
I think that's it. I think that's all we can say about this movie. Mikey,
I'm
great
shocked
job.
I got that much out of it. I'm glad.
Great job leading another one. We can't wait for the next one. But I think we all know what we have to do now.
I think so.
And it's one of my favorite parts. One of my favorite parts of the show. We got to spin the wheel of monsters.
Spin the wheel of monsters.
Cast it.
I know. Give me a second.
It's going to be colossal again.
Sure.
It's gonna
I
be the
swear
craziest
I will
part.
quit this show.
Well, I already told
She
Ben
snuck it back on there.
that he told me I was in charge of the next one. I said, knowing my luck, it's going to be one that I don't like.
That's fine. I had to do one I didn't like. It's just part of.
You just got to do it. You gotta.
I can't help I was sick.
Just do it. No, it's not your fault. You're sick.
All right, here we go. Time to spin it. 1, 2, 3.
Spinning
Spin
it.
the wheel of monsters.
Oh, please.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I've been wanting to see this forever.
We are
Thank
talking about
God.
Super Inframan. Is this the one with the big giant baby or like big giant man?
No, you're thinking of Big Man Japan, which I hope is on the wheel.
This is with Mrs. Cone Tits.
Yeah.
So it's
Queen
Super
Dragon Mom.
Inframan.
So I'm
Super
gonna.
Inframan.
Is it just
After
called
Parker-
Inframan or is it called Super?
It can
no.
be.
Okay,
It
so it's from
depends. It's just a regional thing.
1975.
This isn't the Coen brothers involved in this.
This is from
No,
1975.
Yeah. No.
Hey,
not
wait a
Coen.
minute.
No, older now.
No, never mind,
Who's involved in this? Somebody's involved in this.
Are you
For the
thinking the
American
Shaw
movies.
Brothers?
That's it. That's what I think I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think it's actually included in one of those new Shaw sets that
So-
I really want to get.
After you watch this movie, Parker, I'm going to send you a video you need to watch after this film.
Is it the Cinemassacre coverage of
It
it?
is. It's 1,000,000% that, and you need to watch it
Boom.
after.
After.
Yes.
So this movie is currently not streaming anywhere.
of course, it isn't.
That's unfortunate.
I'm gonna see if it has a somewhat cheap copy.
Probably.
Kinda.
It's $15 for a Blu-ray or for a DVD.
Well, that's
I
not
mean,
bad.
Wait, really?
Oh, okay. Well, never
no,
mind.
they don't
okay.
have, there's no Blu-ray. It's just a DVD. Yeah, it's got $14.99 for the DVD.
There's an 88 Films Blu-ray, but you'd have to import it. I'm not sure what region it is. And I think it's part of the Shawscope set that just came out from, is it Arrow that's putting those out? But I'm not sure. I'd have to confirm that.
Yeah, but I think you have to get the whole fucking thing, though.
You do. You have to get the entire box, which is like $200.
Or you can buy the digital version on Amazon for $10 or rent it for $3.
Hey, it's not so bad.
That's actually not a bad option there. I mean, we always support physical media, so always if you have a way of getting it physically without breaking the bank, I'd say go for that.
Definitely
$15. Maybe I'll just end up picking that up. It's a month. We got about a month before we got to record again. So maybe, if the funds roll in, I'll pick that DVD up just to have it.
Speaking of physical media, I did want to point out that if you don't want the crappy AI box art for your copy of War of the Ninja Monsters, which I'm sure you're going to want to run out and get after listening to this episode, it's a glowing endorsement. Do pick up the Blu-ray from SRS directly. It's got the good art, and they only printed so many of them, so they're going to go out eventually.
Yeah, I like SRS. They do pretty good stuff. I bought them a lot.
So that's it, guys. I guess I'll take control here for the final part here because I feel like that's my thing. Yeah, we're coming back. The Dissect That Film podcast is coming back next week. I'm not going to tell you what movie we're covering because we're still in the final stages of planning what we're going to be covering. So it'll be a surprise. So check that out. Patreon is where you guys should go to know what we're going to be covering, because by the time you guys are hearing this episode, the uncut version is already going to be out on Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, you're already going to know what it is. For a single $1, you can support us. It helps us pay for the things that we use for the podcast. Maybe so we can, instead of using Discord, which is very finicky to record on, maybe we can actually use something that we have to actually spend a little bit of money on, like Zoom or something, of that type of thing. Every $1 that we make from the Patreon goes right back to the show. We don't use it for personal gains or anything. So whatever you guys want to contribute, it's just going right back into whatever we're doing here. But yeah, you get uncut versions of the episodes between the TheMonsterZone and Dissect That Film podcast. We have monthly watch-alongs where we literally hang out for a couple hours, watch a movie, and just kind of chill. We got to get Mikey on one of the watch-alongs.
I would love to be on one of those.
Since he is part of this family, we got to get him on one. And
I'm adopted.
Yeah. We're all adopted. It's okay.
Yep.
But January, we don't have a movie picked out yet. At least by the time you're hearing this, maybe we do. Maybe we've posted it on Patreon. I don't know. But we record things a little early, so things are still being kind of planned out. But yeah, those are fun. For a single $1, you can't beat that. Or you can support us at the $3 tier, which there's no really added perks other than like just extra support, for, again, to help us out. I might bring back something that we started doing a while ago and then we stopped, which was the Godzilla 98 TV series. We literally did the first 2 episodes, which is still on Patreon. But maybe we'll finish that up. Maybe Mikey will join us and he can join us on the conversation for the 99 Godzilla series, and we can keep going with that. And yeah, some other stuff maybe down the pipeline. But yeah, join us at Patreon. You can even join at the free tier, get access to our Discord. There's a lot of great conversations that go on over in the Discord. It's a really good time. So yeah, that's about it. And then follow us on all the social medias at Dissect That Film or Dissect That Film Pod. And potentially, maybe when I actually figure it out, well, not really figure it out, but when I actually get to doing it, because I hate social media and I don't want to start another social media, but I feel it's probably a good idea to do it, is there might be a MonsterZone Instagram at some point. And maybe a MonsterZone YouTube channel.
Who's to say?
We'll see. Angela said she'll do it.
I said I can help you.
Yeah,
Angela, I heard I can do it.
I will do it.
I will do it. Parker, I will help you out by
you
doing.
You need to turn your hearing aid up on that, because that is not what I said. I said I would help.
Oh, but lastly, Mikey, where can people find you?
Same places as usual. All the major social media websites, for better or worse, at Spectre M91.
Beautiful. And all of Mikey's links are down in the description for even the ones that from out of the Patreon, his links are always in the description of those episodes. So make sure to follow Mikey. He's got great artwork that he posts. He's got a lot of spicy opinions over on Twitter, which is always fun. Yes, I'm calling it Twitter.
Sometimes right.
Yeah.
Sometimes wrong.
Most of the time's right.
Often wrong.
But we'll stop there. And lastly, this is a movie, this is a podcast that is controlled by a wheel of movies where we don't know what we're going to be talking about the next month. So if you have any suggestions on monster movies that may not be on the wheel, they may already be there, so we'll tell you that. But if you want to recommend some movies for us to put on the wheel, DM us either on Instagram. You can DM us on Twitter, which we're still there. You can send us an email. We do have an email. Either you can email me at dissectthatfilm at gmail.com, or there is a Monster Zone email, TheMonsterZone podcast at gmail.com. So you could do either or. Those will be in the description. So if you want to recommend movies for us to put on the wheel, please hit us up on any of those locations, because we want to make sure this wheel stays loaded so this show can keep going, because you never know. This show could just take over the core show, and then it's just the Monster Zone, and then we're going to need a lot of movies to talk about. You never know. It's
Never know.
It's
Just put the Monster Zone wheel, just shot
Yes.
in my head. It's like, it's loaded.
But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all of you for being here. Mikey, thanks for leading this one.
Thank you.
And rocking it as always. And yeah, I'll let you lead it out.
Oh man, it's been so long. I forgot how to lead it out. Parker, if you could lead it out for me.
Well, here you go.
Dan, would you like to lead it out?
And for the Monster Zone, thank you guys very much for tuning in. This was wife,
Angela.
Parker,
Yeah.
Hey.
Mikey. I almost called you Frankie for
I'm
some
around.
reason. But and then I'm Dan for Mikey, because this was his shin.
Thank you
I'm just
on my
hanging out.
behalf.
Thank you all for tuning into the Monster Zone, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Watch more monster movies.
Please.